Hello, everybody! This is UA2 coming at you with my episode review of episode 12 of Sword Art Online 2. Now, this was a pretty awesome episode. Great gun battles, a little bit of a sword battle, and interesting development with more information on Death Gun and how Death Gun kills. Now, in this episode, they're basically deciding to draw Death Gun out because there's still a couple more players in the Bullet of Bullets competition, and they've come up with the theory that Death Gun is not just 2 people, but possibly 3 or more, because we know now that with the Laughing Coffin Guild, there are at least known of 10 members that survived to the end of SAO. So there are at least 10 people that survived from SAO that were part of the Laughing Coffin Guild, thus being able to make it so that they could have possibly become these people. Now, that's really interesting because if that means 10 people, then there's at least 2 people we know of, one in the game, one there, but they could have. So they have this extra person, and Kirito's theorizing that maybe it's not just Sinon in the game that Death Gun is targeting to kill via their technique of shoot them in the game and simultaneously poison them in the real world, but this other character, because this other character came in number 2 at the last Bullet of Bullets, and is possibly the strongest player on the Japanese server. So, with that in mind, we have this option of, whoa. So they basically come up with the plan to basically have Kirito go out there and draw the extra character's fire, and when Death Gun tries to snipe this extra character, Sinon will be able to figure out where Death Gun is and snipe him from there. Now, this is a very interesting plan that they come up with, very brilliant, and of course it works pretty well, but by the time Sinon gets her sights on Death Gun, he has her sights on her through Sniper. And this was beautiful because you have this double sniper shot at the same time. You even have the slowdown, the bullets passing each other. This was just brilliant and wonderful to watch. And in the end, it just takes out both their sniper scopes. And of course, then Kirito runs in for the kill, and Death Gun pulls out like a sword. Now, in the real world, while this is happening, we have Asuna showing up at Kirito's bed in the hospital. And we do see below Death Gun, it says Steinbrenner. And I knew this was Death Gun, Steinbrenner. I could tell, even before they confirmed it, this had to be Death Gun. Just think about the name made me feel Death Gun. And the awesome thing about this name, it is German for death. We find out, yes, it's German for death. So this is very awesome and very cool that he used a interesting way of saying death. So, in the end of the episode, we have this massive sword battle between Kirito and Death Gun. And Kirito with his light blade and Death Gun with his metal blade. And Death Gun is like, I have become a true red player. You were never a real red player. You may have killed a couple people in Sword Art Online, but I have made what it is to be a red player in real. And Kirito's like, you're not a red player because you're not actually truly killing everyone. You're using someone else to do it. And Kirito's trying to remember Death Gun's name. And we have the scene that Death Gun's like, you don't know my name because I never told you my name. You didn't want to hear my name. So it was one of the characters that they captured at the from Laughing Coffin, and he was about to tell Kirito his name in Gun Gale. So it turns out he was going to tell Kirito his name in Gun Gale Online, and Kirito goes, I don't need to know your name in Sword Art Online. So in Sword Art, when they captured him, he was going to tell Kirito his name, and Kirito goes, I don't need to know your name in Sword Art. So Kirito had a chance in Sword Art to even get a chance to hear this name, and he didn't. So this was a really interesting episode. Oh, we're gonna go into episode 13 next. This is gonna be awesome. I can't tell how far they're gonna stretch this out. This battle with Death Gun. Are they going to end it next episode, or are they going to stretch the series even longer to maybe 24 or 26 episodes? So this is an awesome series. This is really awesome. I really can't wait to see the actual faces of Death Gun after Kirito catches them and defeats them. And this is just brilliant, and I'm loving this series. Thus, this is the old boy 82 saying, if you like this video, please click like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. This is your 82 signing out.